What's up everybody, it's Wick here, and I want to make a video about retail arbitrage at Walmart. And this goes hand in hand with other retail places. Basically the market, it's flooded. Everyone goes to Walmart to, look at clearance and buy it. There's Walmarts everywhere, so everyone has access to this stuff. And what happens is it drives the price down. So I have 6 items here that I recently bought. I'm going to go over each one of them and kind of talk about some strategies on how to approach retail arbitrage in 2017 and beyond. Okay, so I started selling on Amazon about 3 years ago, and always, try sourcing at Walmart, use the scan stuff, and there'd be a lot of competition, but nothing like there is now. And I see so many people being really negative about retail arbitrage, saying, you can't make money anymore, it's too saturated. They're half right. It is still saturated, but you can still make money. I'm going to try to explain how you should be doing it now, based on these 6 items I recently bought. So this first one is Trivial Pursuit 2000s. This is just a game that I found for $5 at Walmart. It's a great rank. If you look over here, it's 3,688 in toys. That's a really good price. $17.63. So paying $5, you can see my profit's $10.42 on my gross proceeds. My profit after I paid the $5 for the game with tax would be right around $5. But with that rank, it's going to sell very well. But look at the FBA offers here. There's only 19. Now this could be because 100 people haven't bought it yet. Just wait. I bet in 2 or 3 days it will surpass 100, and the price will get driven down. Even though Amazon's in at $17.63, people will drive the price down to like $10 to where they're losing money. It blows my mind. I do not understand why they do that. I guess they freak out. This is something you hold until Christmas. Actually, right now it looks good. You're going to make money pretty quick based on the competition, but you never know with this kind of merchandise. There's so many things that I bought that were great prices, and then within a week they became unprofitable, and I would have to hold them for weeks, maybe months. And that's kind of the point I want to drive in here, is you can still make great money with certain products sourcing from Walmart, Target, any retail place, these big box name stores. You just have to hold on to stuff a little bit longer, and you need to pick your items a bit more. So this one was an easy pick because, I like to double my money on anything. Some people, will go all the way down to 50% return on investment. With a rank like this, I think that's fine, but a lot of things, it's not worth that kind of risk. This game, it's a fairly new game. What gets me about this game, real quick, it says the best trivia from 2000 to today. Why not just wait and make this game, after the 2000, at least, I don't know, 2017 is a weird place to stop, right? I don't know. But yeah, this item right here is definitely a purchase, and it's a good one. It's not too saturated. And the thing with Walmart clearance and any other big box clearance, the prices are going to be different at every store. After buying my local Walmarts, I went to some other Walmarts, and they still had this game, but they wanted $13 for it. So I'm not sure why, some Walmarts have better prices, some don't. I guess it's based on sales, maybe management. I'm not too sure how that works. But nonetheless, you can definitely make some money on this game. So the next item I picked up was Ginga Quake. I got like 5 or 6 of these is all they had, but this was $5 as well. Now this one, if you look at the price right now, you see Amazon's in at $16.47. So you got other sellers already driving the price down. It's at $14.99. Even at $5, you're still making about $3 profit, which is an okay, ROI, I guess. It's nothing to write home about. But the rank is 22,465. That's another great rank in toys. Fourth quarter is here. Christmas is coming. So, if Amazon was to sell out of these, the price could jump up to, to $30, but it's probably not going to happen. Amazon probably has a ton of stock. But $14.99, I'll send mine in. I'll price it probably at like 16.46, and I will just wait. There's probably gonna be a lot more sellers come in here, but at that rank, from now through Christmas, it's going to sell, and I'm going to make at least double my money. I should make $5 on these too. So it just goes to show you may have to hold. Don't freak out. Would I buy this if the rank was 300,000 in toys? Absolutely not. It would not be worth it. And you see people who will buy these things that are higher ranked toys, and they got 100 plus people, 100 plus FBA offers, and the price just gets torn down. You don't want any part of that. 22,465 rank in toys is amazing, so you can definitely move your product come Christmas time. These were $3, and I ended up picking up, there's like 5 of them. 2 of the boxes were just too damaged, so I only got 3 of them. But at $3, you're making right around $6 profit on these. You can see that the rank in Lawn and Garden's pretty good, and there's 25 FBA sellers at $16.90. So, summer's coming to an end. This is a hose replacement for a pool. I bought these thinking, well, I'll hold these till next year and, score up some money, because this is probably the Walmart brand Summer Escapes pools or something. So there's probably a ton of people bought these. The pumps they probably don't last, so people are going to need these, especially next year. So there's definitely, I think, a low risk at $3. So I went ahead, even though, like I said, there's probably going to be more FBA sellers coming in. I went ahead and purchased these at $3. I'll probably just send all of them in, honestly, because at that rank, I think they're still going to sell. And there's places where it's warm, throughout the year, and people may still want these. And if I can't move them, this year, definitely next summer, they're going to move, and I should be able to get at least $6 profit is what I'm aiming for. So I will hold on to these. I will wait. Yeah, $6 profit a piece, so not bad. Next thing I picked up is DC Superheroes Girls Wonder Woman Doll and Invisible Jet. I believe I picked up about 5 of these. Now I wish they had more, because this has a great rank. It's 48,914. It's got good reviews. If you look at the price here, you got people pricing higher than Amazon. That's just not going to work. You got a price lower than Amazon coming in. $30.16 for Amazon. So price it at $30.15 is what my plan is, and I will just hold on to it. Now look at the competition here. There's hardly any. I would imagine that as soon as these things dropped in price, this was $5. This was $5. So it is an absolute great price. But it's good to know that if the price drops, you have to hold something, chances are you're going to be able to make your money back, or maybe even more than you expected. Yes, clearance Legos, always a great find. These were $5 as well. This one, you can see Amazon selling it for $19.60. FBA offers are at $61 and $94 other offers. But based on the rank here, 27,000, that's a great rank in toys. Not sure why there's so few reviews. Maybe that just is a recent listing or something. Not real sure. But you can see the price, $14.97 at $5. You're basically making $4, around 90%, a little over 90% return on your investment. But I'm going to price this at $19.59, and we'll play with Amazon. I don't care about any of the other FBA sellers. We'll just compete with Amazon. If they want to keep dropping their price to $14, they'll probably get down to like $10 eventually, and then it'll just start flying off the shelf. And again, if Christmas time comes around and they're that price, they're gonna fly off the shelf too. New Star Wars movie coming out. I know this is from Rogue One, but it doesn't matter. They're still gonna sell well. There's Darth Vader there too, but he was $13, so not sure why just this one was clearance. I guess it just wasn't a good seller for Malbus. But yeah, I would buy these all day long. And here's Star Wars Operation. This was also $5, and this is a good example of trying to guess the future when doing retail arbitrage. Looking at this has a very good rank in toys. It's Amazon selling it for $14.20. So based on the $5 I spent, I'm looking at making about $2.50 profit, which isn't nothing great at all. Now, I only got a few of these, and if they had like 100, I probably wouldn't invest too deeply in these. Now, I only got a few. Well, all they had was a few. But if they had more, I would have only bought a few, because I'm kind of banking on Christmas time and Amazon running out. It's not necessarily likely, but if it happens, then all of a sudden you can make a lot more money. And I've seen this happen over and over and over in the 3 years I've been selling. It is a viable strategy, and with something like Star Wars Operation here with a 4,452 ranking toys, it's very low risk to hold and try to get that extra money, because it would have to get pretty bad for you to lose money on it. And if you're only going so deep, it's not as big of a risk. I think products like this, it's definitely worth picking up a portion, because you want to really diversify everything you're selling. So you take certain risk in certain areas, and you don't want to just be like, oh, there's 100 Star Wars Operations, I'm buying them all. Some products you would, like maybe the Trivial Pursuit. Even then, like, that stuff can really drop in price quick, especially when people like Amazon are picking it up wholesale, and they're buying tens of thousands of them, and they're getting them for, pennies, basically. And they can really afford to drop the price, and they have no problem making, 10-20% return on their investment. So, calculated risk, that's what it's all about. Don't get too scared if you look at something like the Star Wars figure here, and you see all those sellers. You really got to pay attention to the rank. You can look at Camel or Keepa.com and look at sales history. If it has it that far back, kind of get an idea. Most of these toys are new. Don't buy things with really high ranks, because there's going to be so many sellers that you're not going to be able to move yours at a decent price. So you can find retail arbitrage at Walmart cheap enough. You just have to look. You can ask, Walmart management to drop the price. Any retail place, if they'll drop the price of the clearance, a lot of times they will do that. A lot of times they won't, but it doesn't hurt to ask. And the game's changed a lot since, when people first started flipping retail arbitrage, and retail arbitrage is not dead. You can definitely still find stuff. I find stuff all the time. It's just you have to take different strategies. You have to invest more money for less profit, and you have to hold things longer. Also, I know a lot of people are restricted in a lot of these brands. Like, I can't believe I'm not restricted in Star Wars Legos and Star Wars Operation. Usually Star Wars toys I am. Maybe they lifted that recently. Legos have always been unrestricted as long as they're new. So I'm not sure. I was kind of surprised I was allowed to sell this stuff. I know a lot of new sellers probably not going to be able to sell. That's going to make it tough too. It's definitely going to cut in your profits, but the best thing I can say is don't get too discouraged. You have to keep pushing and grinding. And the grind is not nearly as easy as it was a few years ago. So business is always changing. You just need to learn how to adapt. But I hope this provided some insight on my thought process and kind of how you got to approach retail arbitrage now. People have been asking me, do I still make money doing retail arbitrage? The answer to that is most definitely. It is much more of a challenge than it has been in the last few years, and I have to hold on product a lot longer. Like, I bought a bunch of heaters and stuff last year, and they've been just cluttering up space. When I bought them, the price was, I barely make any profit on them. But I checked the history, and I seen that the history on those heaters proved that, come season again, and when there's not 200 sellers of these, that I'm going to make profit. And you know what? I just recently checked the price of these heaters, and I'm going to make some great profits on them. The price is already in a great spot. People over the summer, all those sellers who had to mark them down or wanted to mark them down to nothing, probably to the point where they lost money, they're out of inventory, and now I'll put my inventory in at a premium price. I know everybody don't have room and money to hold, but You just have to try to get to that point if you're going to want to do retail arbitrage. But I hope this sheds some insight on how I deal with Walmart clearance and retail arbitrage at big box stores. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd like to hear your opinion on retail arbitrage, good or bad. I welcome any opinions, whether or not I agree with them or not. But this has been Wick. Until next time.